Welcome to the Battle Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall already in the ring, fighting out of Guadalajara, Mexico, Joya! And her opponent making her way to the ring from Transylvania, representing Monster Union, the Lethal Lycanthrope, Xyberhawx!
Good evening, wrestling fans from the AWL Battle Zone in the Greater Toronto area. This is AWL Strong and Free episode 98. And we are kicking it off with a match to determine who's going to Batsu Mania. Joya currently at minus 12 in the win-loss records. Wild Thing minus 11. That's the cutoff line. Winner of this match is safe. Bang the gong, the match is on, and the loser is going to have to fight at the finale to save their career. So all the motivation in the world for both of these women, for the Lethal Lycanthrope from Transylvania, who represents the Monster Union, who will be competing a little bit later tonight. We'll talk about that during the preview of the rest of the show. And the that's going to be a fine headbutt. That's going to be was that a knee or another headbutt? It might have been another headbutt. It's probably going to be another fine. I don't know where Ophidian's getting the money for all these headbutt fines, but he's paying it apparently. Joya trying to there's another headbutt. You get a fine. You get a fine. Everybody gets a bloody fine today. Jesus H. Christ on a 2x4. This is the Animated Wrestling League. We are a fortnight away from the season finale. That means that everything is starting to come to a head and caution has been thrown out the window. In tonight's main event, the Joshi Tag Team titles are on the line. UK Gen 2, 1 count in the ring. UK Gen 2 making the challenge of the Black Tigers. It's a CHIKARA dream match. Fire Ant, Ophidian, what do you want? Fight for 4 in the Joshi division, Amy Wade and Heidi Howitzer. For some reason, Mr. Wrestling Machine is still trying to find a tag team partner. And with a berth in the 4-4 tournament on the line, T49P faces the Xyberhawx. 1, 2, shoulder up in plenty of time. Joya saving herself and saving the match, and for the moment, saving her chance to escape Batsu Mania. 10-minute time limit in this singles non-title match. Cover again, 1, 2... And with a little bit less energy and a little bit later in the count, Joya able to get the shoulder up just in time. In the event of a 10-minute time limit draw, the win-loss records stay where they are. That means Joya is going to Batsu-mania, as she will be if this hits. Lycanthrope! Oh, she's all up in the ropes. Bad ring positioning from the hardcore furry Wild Thing. That Lycanthrope bomb, that was a 3 count. And right now you can see Joya almost just stumbling her way through this match. Joya with a career record of 30 wins, 42 losses, ratio of minus 12. As Wild Thing going up to the top rope. She wants her opponent standing apparently. Stalking her prey and attacking, pouncing with that axe handle smash. Off the top rope down to the floor. The 20 count is in effect. Goozle attempted the block. It doesn't work. Choke slam on the outside. And you can see from the left-hand corner of your YouTube window just how little padding there is out there. That's for aesthetics, and that's to keep the ring, frankly, from damaging the floor. That's to protect the arena from the wrestlers, not the wrestlers from the arena. And that is exactly what Joya needs to do. Find openings, take advantage of them, use her lucha libre, use her high flying. You go for the jewel cutter. She can pull that out of pretty much any direction. And tope suicida is exactly what Joya needs to do if she wants to win this match. Joshi division action up and down the card tonight, as we have got a fight for 4. The Canadian star, the true Toronto star, will face off against the tag team partner of the current #1 contender, who is set to challenge at the finale, Max the Impaler. It's Heidi Howitzer getting an opportunity tonight. In the main event, the undefeated tag team of the Black Tigers. The Joshi champions will attempt their 5th title defense. That would give them the all-time record for most title defenses in a single reign of the Joshi Tag Team Championship. It is a highly competitive division. I would say actually the most competitive in the league, as it is the only championship with such a low record for most title defenses. For other divisions, it's usually V9 or V10 that we're looking at. If you want to set a record or tie a record. And this time right in the dead center of the ring with 5 minutes and change, Lycanthra Bomb! The Lycanthra Bomb connects, shoots the half, into the cover. 1, 2, no! I have no idea how Joya kicked out of that, and I don't think Wild Thing does either. Oh, just lashing away.
5 minutes.
Halfway through the time limit now. Oh, no, I thought she was going to go. Yeah, she goes to the collar and elbow and hits a code breaker. Both women collapse. Joya, the first to start moving. Trying to get back to a vertical base. Cannot capitalize with any sort of a pinfall. Collar and elbow tie up here. Going for the vertical suplex up next. Up. No, look at me. Yep, vertical suplex. With a bit of a delay, a Davy Boy suplex, as we say, in homage to Davy Boy Smith. It's a delayed vertical. And now some paw control. Not wrist control, paw control. And now going after the back paws as well. Not exactly full-on Yave-style submission work, but definitely trying to go deep into the playbook here. Because she knows... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, figure 4... A figure 4, I think with a toe hold. Everybody, they hear Lucha Libre, they hear Luchadora, they assume High Flyer, and Joya can certainly do that. But she's got the ability... She's got the ability to pull out the submissions, the technical wrestling. She's a lot more... Oh, but now she's going to go for the springboard, I can tell. Right near the tightest part of the ropes, hits it. Boom! Perfect Speed Star style drop kick off of the springboard. The ropes that are actually steel elevator cables being used as a trampoline by the Jewel of Lucha Libre. And face first into the corner. Oh no. And that could do a lot of damage to the ligaments of the knee. That's why we require the knee pads. Wild Thing with the dispensation.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
Coming down to the end of the time limit here. Remember, the time does not favor Joya. In the event of a time limit draw, she's going to Botsamania. The run-up, the catch. Eat defeat. The agony of defeat. 1, 2... No defeat quite yet. It's going to take another Lycanthra Bomb. That would do it. That would probably do it by knockout. Going up, he's Satawaza from Transylvania. The Lycanthra Bomb! Perfect Nelsoning of the arms with the legs. And that is all she wrote. Joya will fight for her career in Botsamania. Wild Thing will have the night off, barring any additional duties in the service of Ophidian and her team. Dare I say it, Viva Monster Union!
Here is your winner,
And senior official Joey Baba Ganoush from the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, showing uncharacteristic speed as he gets the hell out of there. Doggy's got her bone. And we have got our next match. One of these two teams will qualify for the Forge the 4 tournament.
American Dream.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring. Tag team combination of the era of American Dream, All-Song, and most Canadian man in the world, King Canada. Here they are, Team 4.
Earlier this season, they were the AWL World Tag Team Champions, won the belt at AWL Strong and Free, episode 82. Lost them at Champions Week to the New Classics, who would go on to lose them to the reigning champions, the Den of Serpents.
And their opponents being accompanied by Xyberhawx, the tag team combination of Xyberhawx, Thunderhawk. Together they are the Xyberhawx.
Whereas, on the other hand, this team, this particular duo of the Xyberhawx, Dangerhawk and Thunderhawk, this is their first season as a tag team, and I think it speaks enormously to the skill of the Xyberhawks, that they are wrestling for a berth in the Forge to 4 tournament with less than a full season in the league. If you are in the Forge to 4 tournament, you are going to get a tag team championship match. The Forge to 4 tournament resets the AWL Best 4 for next season. That's going to be one of our off-season shows. Our mid-season show, I should say. The Forge to 4 tournament from our special arena, the Forge. And this will determine who goes there. Bang the gong, the match is on. The crowd has been electric all night. Boot to the midsection, DDT by the Arab American Dream, Hassan, Grand Slam champion of the league. Tag is made. In comes Kid Canada. Checking our title records here, just want to make sure I've got this right. Kid Canada, also a Grand Slam champion. Roll through by Dangerhawk. Walks right into that hip toss. 30 seconds in, and this has been all T49P, Team 49th Parallel. There are only 8 Grand Slam champions in the entire history of the Animated Wrestling League, and 2 of them are in this match. Collar and elbow tie-up. Into the belly-to-belly slam. An all-American belly-to-belly slam from the Arab American Dream. Season 0 original. But a cover here after that crossbody, the high-flying crossbody from Dangerhawk, who's been known to earn his name, sacrificing his body, sacrificing his own safety in order to win a match. The senpai of the 2, of course, the elder, the last of the original Xyberhawks at ringside, that's Razor. And I don't think that even got to a 1 count officially, before being broken up by Thunderhawk. We've had 8 Triple Crown champions, 8 Grand Slam champions, 1 5-star champion. And we could get any more of those. We could get another one of those next season. It's certainly mathematically possible. Oh, look at that. Beautiful twist into that cross arm breaker, the Jujigatame. Dangerhawk showing off a little bit here. But the double tag made. In comes Kid Canada, the most Canadian wrestler in the world. Beats the single leg takedown from Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk, who's sitting at ±0 in his AWL career. 3 wins and 3 losses. That's, of course, as an individual. The tag team records, they're both at +1. T49P 3-2 this season. Xyberhawx 2-1. And again, the Xyberhawks have only been here for about less than half a season. And they are tied when it comes to the win-loss record. We're looking for the 4 best tag teams who are not the tag team champions to enter our Forge to 4 tournament, 1-night single elimination tournament. It's going to be happening after the season finale in 2 weeks. We should have a full schedule for the mid-season, for the off-season, relatively soon. And stay tuned to the Animated Wrestling League. Make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss all the news about the off-season. We're going to have the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament, the Forge to 4 tag team tournament, and we're probably also going to do a contractually obligated Rumble. I hate doing them, you hate watching them, but we got to do them. It's the law. Kid Canada looking to pounce out of the neutral corner with a very Canadian spear, and that nearly went into a Swedish chef impersonation, who is surprisingly not Canadian. Xyberhawx saving the match by getting dumped to the outside. As a result, Kid Canada roll away. Kid Canada may be thinking, since the opponent's down on the outside, maybe go for something big here. Face first into the corner, tag made. Tag Kogeki, the only first, maybe only tag Kogeki of the match. Step forward, paradigm shift in the Arab American babyface, and the referee calls that a knock out. Let's take a look at that. The bionic elbows earlier in the contest. The arm breaker, and that was a great setup for this. A paradigm shift from the Arab American babyface.
You are your winner, 419.
And with that, T419 move up to 4-2 this season, and we'll see them in the Forge. The hunt for a tag team partner continues, much to all of our regret.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Canadian Parts Unknown, the Match Machine, Mr. Wrestling Machine.
Well, Mr. Wrestling Machine has been challenged by Matt Classic and Matt Classic 2 to a tag team match at the finale to see which family truly is the greater, but the problem is none of his family are answering their phones. So we're not going to see Super Strong Machine come out of retirement, we're not going to see Strong Machine J make his AWL debut, and that leaves Mr. Wrestling Machine desperately looking for a tag team partner. He's been turned down by the conglomeration, he has been turned down by The Rock, and from the title card we now know he's going to Andre the Giant Panda, a wrestler that we have not seen much of since his debut, but who does have a better win-loss record than Mr. Wrestling Machine.
And his opponent making his way to the ring from Beijing, China, Andresa Giant Panda.
Well, I should point out, I cannot read a single word of any form of Chinese, Cantonese, Mandarin, or any of that. And for someone who can read Japanese, that looks like absolute gibberish. But can someone tell me what he... short, slightly long-winded way, apparently he said no. I'm told the exact translation, I will never be your partner. So another rejection, and with only, 2 weeks until the season finale, Mr. Wrestling Machine will have to forfeit the match. It will go as a loss on his record if he cannot find a tag team partner between now and AWL Strong and Free episode 100, which will be our season finale. So Mr. Wrestling Machine, another dead end as he faces the Giant Panda. Keyword giant, bang the gong, the match is on. And already having to fight his way out from a negative position, and look at that, shoved away. And I think that's probably why Andre the Giant Panda didn't want to wrestle with Mr. Wrestling Machine. He wanted to wrestle against him, because I don't think he respects Mr. Wrestling Machine. I mean, as a human being, just for his general personality, for the disrespect he shows his own family, I completely understand that. Chinese culture, a lot of East Asian cultures for that matter, very big on respect, very big on familial loyalty. And yeah, a man who talks badly about his own father, about his own brother, about his own kin, it makes perfect sense that Andre the Giant Panda would not want to work with somebody like that. Now, despite the fact his name does sound rather Japanese, he is Chinese. All giant pandas are considered Chinese property of the Chinese government. I think they're actually considered Chinese citizens. I've been to a zoo in Beijing many years ago now, and the pandas get treated like absolute rock stars. Absolutely enormous. Scrape of the boot, wiping the boot across the face of Andre the Giant Panda. By the way, if you ever do encounter a giant panda in the wild, don't do anything even remotely like this. They are vicious, dangerous creatures, and they will take your arm off. We think of pandas as being super gentle. They are not. They're incredibly violent when needs must. If they perceive you to be a threat, you're screwed. Collar and elbow tie up here, going back into the ring. Andreza in trouble. And oh, grabs him! That was a bait! Playing possum, baiting him in with that rope hang figure 4. And that's, I think Andre's a giant panda is right-handed, and he went after the right arm there. Good block. Mr. Wrestling Machine, he calls himself the Masked Match Machine. And there's Machine DDT. 1, 2. And the shoulder up before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered. Oh, wait a minute, what we have here? Oh, incredible. He's got it. That's the one he stole from his brother. Stole that from Strong Machine J. That hold, that is called the Diamond Frame. So we've seen the Machine DDT. We've seen the Diamond Frame. We might be looking for the Devil Windmill Suplex, the Majin Fushigatame, coming up a little bit later in this match, if Mr. Wrestling Machine can manage it. Running drop kick into the corner. And now, oh, the headlock stomp, I think you might call that. I'm not entirely sure. Man, Machine not doing anything at the moment. I don't know what to say here. This is just Andre the Giant Panda, who comes into this match. By the way, these two rookies in the AWL, Andre the Giant Panda, 3-2. Mr. Wrestling Machine, 3-3. So a 6th match and a 7th match, respectively. Neither man went through the AWL dojo system. Andre the Giant Panda has been wrestling in the Japanese independent scene for a while, coming over to Canada as part of a deal with the AWL. And there's the Machine DDT, second time. This time wastes no time going into the cover. 2. And just barely. That was 2 and 2.97, I would say. Knee lift by Andreza. Referee checking the ropes, doesn't matter. Having to shake off a couple of cobwebs, and Mr. Wrestling Machine able to kick out of that, or shove out of that. There wasn't any kicking there. Choke bomb by Andreza. And a big boot as well. Both men trading the plus position, trading the vertical base here. Tried to knock him off, did not connect.
5 remaining.
Halfway through the time limit. Oh no, going for that backdrop. Safest bump you can take, one of the most painful you can give. Right onto the beam, right onto that steel superstructure of that AWL 20 by 20 foot ring. And all Mr. Wrestling Machine had to do was jump down to the ground. He did not actually take a bump there of any kind. Minimum risk of injury, maximum damage to the opponent. You don't have to like it, but you can admire it. 20 count on the outside, of course. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Right hand, rights and lefts now. Uh-oh, Tiger bot. No, God! Pedigree spiking him. He's got the certificates from the Chinese government in Beijing. He is a full-bred, full-blooded giant, and I do mean giant panda. He's got the pedigree to prove it. Looking for the splash. Knees! Knees. Andre the Giant Panda. He is big, he's strong, he's powerful, he's skillful, he's not fast. That'll be a fine for the headbutt. It'll be an international incident. Oh no, we've seen this stupidity before. He never ever hits this. Until today! 1, 2. Alright, that terrible Wang Chun punch, which is not actually a Kung Fu punch, but it did actually connect. I'm shocked by that. It didn't actually win the match, but it connected. And now we're looking for one more machine DDT. I think the arm came loose. It did, and the arm did come loose on that machine DDT. Andreza able to protect himself. Rolls out of the ring defensively, but huge leg drop. That's why Hulk Hogan needs a wheelchair for a good chunk of his life when he's not on massive amounts of drugs. Right hand by the Panda. We're going to run out of time before we hit a 20 count on this, I think. We still don't know who the tag team partner is going to be, if he's going to have one. He's got to be getting to the end of the Rolodex at this point. And Rolodex you got to be getting to the end of the contact list, to use a more modern reference. Andreza looking to commit murder. Elbow drop from the top. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. 8 minutes and about 2.5 seconds. Andreza, Giant Panda, picking up his 4th win in this league. And Mr. Wrestling Machine still looking for someone, anyone, to tag with him.
Andreza, Giant Panda!
Alright, a well-earned victory, I will say, for Andreza Giant Panda. But we need to move on. Fight for 4. The single division rankings do not reset between seasons. So let's get another challenger.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and it is a fight for 4. Introducing first, making her with the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the true Toronto Star, Amy Wade.
Amy Wade next week will be facing the winner of our main event alongside Lady Frost as the Great White North for the Joshi Tag Team titles. That is scheduled for next week. Will be either the Black Tigers or the United Empire's UK Gen 2. So right now an opportunity to eventually get back to the AWL Joshi Championship.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from the wasteland, Heidi Howitzer.
Heidi Howitzer, one half of the Wasteland War Party, alongside Max the Impaler, and they will be challenging Black Tiger Queen at the season finale. So we could have 2 members of the same tag team in the best 4. And possibly a tag partner versus tag partner title match coming down the pipe. As if Max the Impaler, if they are able to do the impossible and beat Black Tiger Queen, something nobody has ever done. Black Tiger Queen recently passing the undefeated streak, I should say, of Amy Wade. And this match for a future opportunity at the Joshi Championship, our women's title here in the AWL. Bang the gong, the match is on. Beautiful clothesline, taking down Amy Wade in the opening 5 seconds. A Tachiai clearly going to the warrior from the wasteland. Front flip, leg drop. As Heidi Howitzer looking to do some damage. Springboard, and a springboard clothesline. Did not move the arms. That was not a lariat. That was actually a clothesline. Now looking for the the full Nelson. She's not looking for a dragon suplex. She's looking for the full Nelson. And she's got it. I think the fingers are not quite locked. And that was the one opening that Amy Wade needed. If you were going to build a professional athlete from different sports other than, say, amateur wrestling, you would build Amy Wade. Kickboxing, powerlifting, and gymnastics. Everything you need to be a great professional wrestler. I believe that's how she originally bonded with Lady Frost, due to their shared gymnastics background. Left hands, right hands being exchanged. Both women jockeying for position. Going almost, I almost said going for the Mawashi. Going for the belt, going for the ring gear, that's legal. Looking for that knockout knee, and she hits it. Referee does not call for the KO. 1, 2. And that intelligent defense, the ability to kick out at 2, that is exactly why that was not a knockout. But now Amy Wade building up ahead of speed, goes for the splash, gets caught up in the tree of woe. And Heidi Howitzer happy to take advantage. Oh God. Amy Wade scrambling to try to get it back up to a vertical position. Oh no. Oh! The double stomp into the cover. 1, 2. 2 minutes in and a deep 2 count on one of the best wrestlers in the AWL, just in the AWL period, but certainly in the Joshi division, certainly in AWL Strong and 3. Amy Wade coming into this match, her career record of 34 wins and 7 losses. 1, 2. For a ratio of plus 27. Heidi Howitzer 16 and 10. Ratio of plus 6. So both women on the positive side of the ledger. But Amy Wade far and above. In fact, between the men and the women of AWL Strong and Free, she is the number 5 all-time win-loss record, and she's got 1, 2, 3 Season 0 originals and a Season 2 debut above her. Project Tetsu, Matt Classic, Jigoku Destroy, and Sammy Nix, the only wrestlers with a better win-loss ratio than Amy Wade. She is the top female competitor in AWL Strong and Free. Canada's best and the best of Canada here in professional wrestling. Knee drop right across the face. Referee doing his duty. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, administering the AWL 20 counts with 6.5 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time, and a knockout can happen out here. The referee can declare that one wrestler cannot continue, that they have been rendered unconscious. Pinfalls and submissions obviously don't count outside the ring, but a knockout does. And of course, so does a ring out. You can join the best 4. There's no champion's advantage here. You can join the best 4 any way you like. Ring out will do it. Heidi Howitzer back in. Heidi Howitzer, not an AWL Dojo trainee. Not an AWL Dojo graduate. Amy Wade is. Taught by the AWL Dragon. Up, down, into that spinning tombstone pile driver. A lot of tombstones in the wasteland. Heidi Howitzer and Max the Impaler, for that matter, absolutely love pile driver variations. Oh no, Heidi taking aim, looking to end this. Tope Suicida cross body block. Absolutely nailing the true Toronto star, and the local fans here in the GTA, in the AWL Battle Zone here in Toronto, they are firmly behind.
5 remain.
They are firmly behind the hometown girl. Collar and elbow tie up. Oh, block of the body slam. Collar and elbow again, and oh, the knee lift, and she's down, and the fans can feel it. They are on their feet. We're going for the most Canadian move in professional wrestling, the sharp shooter. It is locked in. Heidi Howitzer, can she get to the ropes? No, she cannot. Heidi Howitzer gives up, taps out, and the sharpshooter claims another victim. A move so Canadian, I'm genuinely sure they put that on the citizenship test. Step through, turn, bang. If you can't get to the ropes, there is no saving you from that.
Here's your winner, Amy Wade.
And there you see the updated Best 4 graphic, Yang, who is in the Bottomania Danger Zone, in there provisionally, but Amy Wade officially on the list. For those of us who used to be fans of CHIKARA Pro, this is the kind of match we miss.
The following contest is a CHIKARA Dream match scheduled for
Crank it up.
one fall in Thursday first. Making his victory from the Anfield, representing the colony, the hot property,
Fire Ant recently returned as a mentor to the Spirit Ninjas, but he has some old business to deal with. He was one of the last heroes of CHIKARA, one of the last Technicos, against a man that broke professional wrestling.
And his opponents, making his way to the ring, accompanied by King Akira and Neko Musume, leading from Monster Union. He is one half of the reigning Anime Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, the Venomous Fire Serpent of the Nile, Ophidian.
For those of you who are fans of CHIKARA history, it might interest you to know that this is only the third singles encounter between these two teams. Plenty of matches between the Colony and various tag teams that Ophidian's been a part of, including the Osirian Portal. But one-on-one, they've only faced each other twice, and they are 1-1. 2016 and 2018, a match in each of those years. Hey, wait, what? Oh, God. Well, yeah, it does look like Fire Ant now actually... No, King Akira... How is he allowed to do this? I mean, King Akira is the singles competitor, the main singles competitor for the... Oh, no. Choke slam! Fire Ant came into this expecting to fight Ophidian, someone he's wrestled, you know, over a dozen times. And now we have this first time ever matchup of Fire Ant and a mummy. Well, I think he's wrestled mummies before. I think he wrestled Mecha Mummy once, but probably in a multi-man match. Might be. I don't have time to look it up, but this might be Fire Ant's first singles match with a mummy. Big splash down. Does not connect, however. Fire Ant basically given this, you can tell in his body language, I don't care. I'm just going to beat up one of these monsters because that is going to hurt Ophidian. And I can tell you, just looking at some of the records here, yikes. The last time, the most recent time that these two met each other was March the 17th, 2018. And that was at Young Lions Cup 14 first stage, where Ophidian was the victor. However, going back to 2016, 2018, at Anniversario the Two Towers in London, England, it was Fire Ant defeating Ophidian in 12 minutes and 32 seconds. So we had a chance, we're not going to get it now, but we had a chance for these three to have a trilogy of matches in three different countries, three different English-speaking countries. The United States at the Wrestle Factory, the UK at Anniversario that year, and here in Canada. But no. And now looking, oh, he's thinking beach break. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Beach break. And every time he's not immediately paying attention to his opponent, Fire Ant is staring daggers at Ophidian. Fire Ant outside of the animated wrestling league. Fight forever, they're saying. I'd like to see Fire Ant fighting forever. Deep, deep respect for the man. His last match in CHIKARA was at King of Trios 2019 in a King of Trios match. It was the Colony, Fire Ant, Green Ant, Thief Ant against the Crucible, Lance Steel, Princess Kimberly, and Ophidian. And unfortunately, the Crucible was victorious that night. Fast forward 5 years. So much has changed in the world of wrestling in that time. Ophidian has a brand new faction that he is leading, and a whole new promotion he's trying to destroy. But the ghosts of Ophidian's past keep coming back for him. He has to face the Yokai Butai, led by Ultramantis Black. At our season finale, Tope con Hero, a literal fireball over the top rope, down to the floor, into a knee DT. On the outside, 6 minutes and change remaining in this 10-minute time limit bout. Fantastic. Got to love it. Takes him down. Fire Ant is well experienced in facing wrestlers bigger than he is. Fire Ant, incidentally, here in the Animated Wrestling League, not a great win-loss record, 6-12. But he's going for the second time tonight. The beach break! Dives into the cover. He suffers a beach break from the Fire Ant for the 3 count. I wish he had been able to fight Ophidian.
Here is your winner, Fire Ant!
Oh, and some jaw-jacking from Ophidian. Fire Ant and Ant, a few words. Entered the... Where the hell are we? Oh god, no, wait a minute, this is not the snake pit. This is... That's the Emerald Dragon. You can hear his music echoing throughout this question mark arena, this dimension. The golden power being tapped into. I believe, I'm sorry, I recognize that chill up my spine, that tingling in my extremities. We have been brought to a pocket dimension forged by the golden power. Ultramantis Black, we are no longer in the Greater Toronto area, so the brand extension does not count, is not in effect here. The Emerald Dragon for another 3 weeks or so. He is the 2024 Oshogatsu Taikai champion, and that belt granting, I'm guessing, preparations. This is what he was talking about. Ultramantis was talking about preparations were being made. Last Friday, this had to be what he was talking about, and boom! nails him! Ultramantis Black coming down a little hard on the knee there. He's had a history of leg problems that have forced him into retirement, at least temporary retirement in the past. He's at best a part-timer these days. Ophidian, finally, after months, nay years, of wanting to get his hands on Ophidian Ultramantis Black, with the help of his student, and Ultramantis going ultraviolet. Looking to drop. Oh, what's he doing now? Ultramantis happy to let the dragon. The Dragon's Lair. I love it. It was Ophidian who raised the stakes, raised the level of the battle by creating the snake pit. This Betsunokuko. This other dimension, if you prefer, to attack the Yokai Butai a couple of weeks ago now. But now we have a Dragon's Lair. That explains all the gold and green. A Dragon's Horde made manifest as a wrestling arena. And the sigil, I can see it now. I see it on the apron, I see it on the canvas. The sigil of the AWL Dragon Dynasty, the Dragonic Legacy. The sigil that Emerald Dragon, formerly the Wyvern, was chosen to carry forward unto this generation. Displayed loud and proud as Ophidian, fighting for his career, fighting for his life possibly. He has to fight the Whitebird Fox, Shirokei Kitsune, and the Great Tanuki of Yokai Butai at the season finale, but he's got the legs around the neck of Ultramantis. And these two, DDT. It was Ultramantis who reached out to Ophidian. We all thought helped purge Ophidian from the dark influence of the Crucible, brought back the Cobra Supernova that we all once loved. But it was deception, deceit, another layer of skin that had been shed by the snake. And then he revealed himself as the new leader of the Monster Union, orchestrating behind the scenes the overthrow of the Manipulator, the witch that brought them together in the first place. Ultramantis feeling betrayed, humiliated, ashamed at his failure, both past and present, and now the chair being swung, and the chair flying. I think that actually might have hit the Emerald Dragon. This is not a wrestling match, this is a fight. And Ophidian, frankly, holding his own in this battle, using the tactics of the Crucible, the street fighting tactics. Oh, look at this. Up, maybe thinking Cosmic Doom. No, rolls him up. That's a wrestler's instinct. This is not a match. We've got this simulacra of, I think that's Hana Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling fan. Well, it's not really her, but it's almost a copy, a Bushin, if you will. Ultramantis, he has a brief window, he can access this power through the Emerald Dragon's New Year's Tournament Championship belt, unless the Yokai Butai win this tag team title match at the season finale. That will give them the tag team titles, access to the Golden Power on a long-term basis. So this is almost the Snake Pit versus the Dragon's Lair. Kick to the midsection as Emerald Dragon, and we can still see the glow of that amulet of transmogrification gifted to him by Ultramantis to turn the Wyvern into the Emerald Dragon. Ultramantis knows quite a bit about magical talismans. And this is the first one that seems to have actually worked for him. Oh, face first! And that's not a normal ring post, that's a big slab of metal. Not the hollow piping that usually surrounds the corners of the ring. I will point out Ultramantis and Emerald Dragon are not exactly a tag team, but they're working well together tonight. Ultramantis letting his student end this. He Sakuwaza, cheered on, Dragonic Doraiba to Ophidian with the encouragement. And watch Ultramantis saying, do it, end him with the Dragonic Driver. No announcement needed. This is a victory for the spirit forces of the Yokai Butai, for the machinations of the great and devious mayor of parts unknown, Ultramantis Black, and the power of the Oshogata Taikai Yushosha Emerald Dragon. We now return to your regularly scheduled dimension.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, one submission or knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship.
And here come the challengers by Wrestling Custom and Tradition. Entering the ring first, UK Gen 2, currently the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. They entered this match with, I believe, yes, actually the most tag team matches of any duo in AWL Strong and Free this season. 9 matches, with them currently at a 7-2 record. That's +5. They are facing the #1 team in all of animated wrestling, currently undefeated this season at 6-0. And they've got all the Joshi belts. The AWL Joshi Championship being held aloft. The Joshi Tag Team Championship over the shoulder. And if you're wondering why Black Tiger Queen and Black Tigress are not coming out together after a generation of exile for the Black School of the Tiger style, they are here to take up as much camera time, as much YouTube time, as much TV time as they possibly can, and they're very good at it. Oh, there he is. There's the minion. By the manager rule, one other member of the faction allowed to accompany the team that is contracted to AWL Hontai in Japan, allowed to accompany them for touring championship defenses. And the killer tiger, Giant Tiger, who has his mask on the line against the mask of Tiger the Dark at the season finale, will be acting as cornerman for this match. I'll point out that Black Tiger Queen also the first ever Natsu Taikai Yushosha. So now comes a woman who wants to do something that has never been done before and was never supposed to be possible. She is the reigning AWL Intercontinental Champion, and the other half of the Tag Team Champions, the belts will be defending tonight. She has laid down the challenge. The challenge has been rather violently accepted. We will have a match between the Intercontinental Champion and the Canadian National Champion at the season finale, with the Canadian Contenders title on the line. It's going to be Black Tigress versus Usa-chan, 1-on-1. And we could have 2 women with 6 belts between them, and the ability to completely control the Joshi division. Right now, that Canadian National Championship, the only outlier, the only weakness in the armor of the Black Tigers in the Joshi division. We should never see that belt in the AWL Battle Zone. That's supposed to stay over in Japan. It's not a touring championship, the IC title. But we're not here about the IC title, we're here about that. The red leather of the Joshi division, AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship on the line right now. Let's go to ringside for the official introduction.
Introducing first the challengers. They are the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, representing the United Empire, heading out of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, Emily Nagasaki, UK, Gen 2. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, tonight making their 5th title defense, Black Tigress, the undefeated Black Tiger Queen, the Black Tiger. And this is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. AWL Commissioner presiding. Sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey in charge.
Not standing on ceremony tonight, everybody's ready to get started. The undefeated Queen takes the lead against the second generation technical wrestler. Bang the gong, the match is on. 30-minute time limit, one fall to a finish. One fall, one submission, or a knockout. Not the preferred rule set of this woman, Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd, who prefers the World of Sport rules, also known as the Admiral Lord Mounteban rules, that governed British professional wrestling for several decades, mainly the second half of the 20th century. 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. Tag in to Emily Nagasaki, the youngest daughter of Kendo Nagasaki, who at 80 years old, 80 plus years old I think, we're not entirely sure when he was born. Very little about the original Kendo Nagasaki is known. Her father recently stepping back into the ring as part of a trios match back home in the UK. I know for a fact she'll never ever admit this, but Emily was worried about that. She was worried about her father getting injured. He seemed to have come out of it okay, wearing a beautiful rendition of the family mask. And the stomp, it looked like on the ears of the mask there. Tag made, but the legal Tiger slides out of the ring, where she cannot be pinned and she cannot be made to submit, and where frankly, Lady Smooth is not comfortable competing. 20 count has begun. I will remind you of the champion's advantage. The title only changes hands by pinfall, submission, or knockout. In the event of a disqualification, a countout, or a time limit draw at the 30-minute mark, the titles remain with the champions. Jessica Kidd jockeying for position right now. Jessica Kidd comes into this match. A great win-loss record in the AWL, and maybe about to make some history, but no, broken up at the 1 count. Jessica Kidd enters this match. 43 wins, 33 losses, ratio of plus 10 in the Animated Wrestling League. And in comes the undefeated Black Tiger Queen. 29-0. And she is now officially the longest undefeated streak, longest debut undefeated streak, I should say, in the history of this league. I'll remind you, we're in season 23 of this stuff. Spear, massive spear, shoulder, tackle, takedown, whatever you want to call it. Tags made, Giant Tiger offering moral support on the outside. Though if Giant Tiger were to get involved here, we would definitely be fined by the Toronto Athletic Commission, but we would also have a successful title defense. This is the 5th, I've never actually said this before, and I don't know if I'll ever say this again. This is the 5th title defense of the Black Tigers. Up until now, the record for most title defenses of a single reign has stood at 4 for the longest time. A couple of teams, actually 3 teams had managed that. The Queens of Wrestling, the Augments, Project Titan and Project Kaiju, and the Black Tigers. That record could be fully shattered tonight. The midsection there, axe handle smash. This is, I always call it the toughest division in the AWL. For a relatively young championship, we have had a lot of title changes. The Black Tigers are the 17th AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions. They won them at the season finale of Season 22 last season. They are about, if they survive tonight, oh wait a minute, Nagasaki lock! The Nagasaki drop into the Nagasaki lock, necessitating a desperate save by Black Tigers. If the Black Tigers can win tonight and survive the Great White North, they will hit the milestone of a full season as champions. And we will have to have a Forge the Four tournament to find new challengers. But I am getting ahead of myself. If UK Gen 2 going for the drop toe hold elbow drop combination, basic, simple, but it works.
25 remaining.
Plenty of time left. If the Brits are able to beat the Tigers, whichever Tiger gets pinned, that will be it for the undefeated streak. They will go to 20. They will be the one in 29-1. So imagine how much pressure that's got to be for Black Tigers. The Black Tigers, the Black School of the Tiger style, the Black Tiger Dojo, they've been known to invoke Tiger's execution for those who fail. Imagine if you're the one who cost your queen her first ever defeat in a professional wrestling ring. That's, you know, just cash in your life insurance now, because you're not going to need it. Drop kick. And down goes the illegal Tiger. Your legal combatants right now are Jessica Kidd and Black Tiger Queen, the AWL fan base here in Toronto, coming alive for UK Gen 2. They've not always been exactly crowd favorites here, but I think MJF would be a crowd favorite against the Black Tigers at this point. Although maybe that's a bad example, because so many people really like cheering that guy. 23:40 on the clock, plenty of time. Back in the ring at the 4 count. Black Tiger Queen very much in the plus position here. This is your main event. We've done 98 episodes of AWL Strong and Free. It's our B show. But I think we've made a pretty good show out of this. Oh no, Giant Tiger now. He physically gets involved. Oh, here we go. No. Thought we were going to see a Black Tiger suplex hold. We don't. So far, the Black Tigers have not really get a lot of their signature offense. We're about 7 minutes into the contest now. Big boot by Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd. Not exactly in the world of sport, but the white knees of Dover. White knees of Dover for the United Empire. The first 2 female members in the AWL of the United Empire. And the first ever since B. Priestley. Nasty looking stomp there. Lady Smooth for the opportunity. Rolls through. She's looking for that double wrist lock. She's got it. One fall. That's all she needs. And Black Tiger is able to escape with the titles, with her reputation, and possibly her life on the line. Black Tiger's cutter does not connect. The problem with those springboard cutters, you have to turn your back to the opponent. That's always a risk. And what has we here? Emily Nagasaki looking for maybe another Nagasaki drop, but she's not going to get the opportunity. Here we go. Here's that Tiger style offense. Black Tigress Driver. Black Tigress Driver 1, 2. As Emily Nagasaki just barely. Damn right, this is tag team wrestling. This is Joshi tag team wrestling. Irish whip into the neutral corner. Emily Nagasaki moving a bit slowly now, maybe picking up a bit of an injury somewhere in the match, I don't know. But none of that's taken away the viciousness. Biting at the mask. 2 masked wrestlers with knowing what the mask represents. Nagasaki drop into the cover. Price, I don't know, the legs are too short. The defense effective, but not in time. And a standing double stomp. Incredible athleticism, spinning leg drop as well. Unbelievable, the vertical leap of the Black Tigress. Never turn your back to a tiger, at least never let them hold it. Because that way lies the Tiger suplex. Hammerlock, back elbow escape. Deep in enemy territory now. 3 Black Tigers that have to be reckoned with. And I think Emily Nagasaki just basically fell under the ropes. Realizing what's going on, the tag made, not bothering with the cover again. Knowing Emily Nagasaki's body had already broken the plane of the ropes. Black Tiger Queen looking to defend one of her 3 championships. Singles, tag, tournaments. She is the best in the world in women's wrestling, not here in the AWL. I would argue in the entire world right now. I'd say her only competition may be Rhea Ripley in the United States.
10 minutes have elapsed. 20 remain.
Watanabe Mayu in... Actually, no, not even Watanabe, because Watanabe lost to Black Tiger Queen earlier this season. And now the illegal Brit in the ring, looking for something. Look at that jackknife powerbomb. The official having something to say about that, but that could do it. Not exactly above board. Oh, great. The Queen looking for a tag. The other Tiger's getting involved now. And the tag is made. Does she realize it? Yes, she does. Black Tiger Queen safe for the moment after that powerbomb. Oh, wait a minute. This is not going to be a sharpshooter. That's the Sumatran stomp. Oh, look at that. No way to block it. No way to defend yourself. Once your arms are grabbed, that's it. You're going face first through the canvas. The mask, especially with the exposed nose, will provide 0 protection. The Tigers in control. Oh! And showing their customary level of respect for their opponent. That is to say, none. With 18 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Tag team title matches, these can be a marathon. We've had tag team title matches go to the 30-minute time limit draw. This could be another example of that, in which case it would be a successful title defense. Not exactly how you'd want to break the tag team defense record for the women's division, but it would do the job. Black Tiger suplex. Could not or did not hold for the bridge. Maybe thinking ring positioning, or maybe she just wanted this. Black Tigress driver! Down and out for 1. No, not even a 1. Broken up immediately. And Giant Tiger pacing, I'll say it like a tiger in a cage, knowing there's nothing he can physically do to help his team here. To obey his queen over the top rope down to the floor. But a disqualification would actually help the Black Tigers. I'm not going to say there's a sense of honor among the Black Tigers. I will say there's a determination to prove your superiority. There's an ego about the Black Tigers. They're not going to deliberately get themselves disqualified because they want to prove they're just better than everybody else in this league. And arguably, considering the number of titles they got their hands on, the fact that they could claim a mask and the Grand Championship at the season finale, they've got a good argument there. Oh, ring reversal! If that had been in the ring, that would have been a cover. Black Tigress looking to do something very stupid to Jessica Kidd on the outside. Oh, Meteora! And now the legal combatants come back together. Black Tigress, very briefly going up against Emily Nagasaki, the actual legal combatant. 20 count on the outside, remember. The count was reset when Black Tigress left the ring on that dive, on that Meteora. And now looking for a no. Oh, a Gotch-style crash. And back into the ring for the 7. Will she leave the ring to do more damage? No, she won't. She won't get the opportunity. Black Tigress looking for a tag here after that hot shot. Gets it at the 10 count of 20. And we are back to the 2 powerhouses. The Queen's suplex. But the bridge broken by the daughter of Johnny Kidd. Oh, you heard that thud. Please tell me you heard that thud. That did not sound good. Irish whip to the far corner, into the neutral corner, kick to the midsection. Down goes one of the representatives of the United Empire. The faction has gotten a lot smaller here in the AWL this season. with the treachery of Kyle Fletcher and the departure of Mark Davis, preferring to focus on his work in AEW, where he was recently part of the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal. He did not win that, unfortunately. And Nagasaki drop into the Nagasaki lock.
15 remain.
And we are halfway through the time limit. Tag title matches with the Black Tigers at least usually don't go this long. Giant Tiger acting as a distraction. But can Black Tigers capitalize this late into the match? Fatigue is a factor. Up, down, Jesus! Black Tigers getting absolutely spiked onto the steel superstructure of that AWL 20 by 20 foot ring. Some people call it the hardest part of the ring. It isn't, that's the ring post. But that is still a little bit of fabric over a steel beam. The Black Tiger is shaking it off, maybe some padding in the mask that I don't know about. Uh-oh. Looking for a Spicoli driver, at least a variation thereupon. 16 minutes into the contest here, and it's been non-stop action. Not total non-stop action, I think we're actually better than that. We certainly draw better. 13:50 on the clock. I know, that was unkind. But sometimes I'm unkind. Into the bike racks, we use as crowd barricades, the bodies of our wrestlers getting thrown. And once again, we're into the second half of the 20 count. That's happened like 5 times this match already, I think. We're going to see who's paying attention here. Both wrestlers are going to have to listen over the voice of the crowd. You can hear the referee, at least I can, here in our socially distanced commentation station. I don't know if the wrestlers can hear it quite well. There's no public address. 16 as 17, and I don't think 18. I don't think Emily Nagasaki has the wherewithal to know where the count is. 19. She's not even moving. She's just hanging there dead. And the crowd booing the Black Tigers out of the building, but I promise you, they do not give a damn.
Here are your winners, by ring out, and still unanimously Joshi Tag Team Champions, the Black Tigers.
Not the way you want to break a record, but it does break the record. Next week, they've got one more title defense this season, one more shot to end the undefeated streak of that woman, Black Tiger Queen. It's going to be Amy Wade, who we saw wrestle earlier tonight, and Lady Frost. What? Breaking news. Apparently, Mr. Wrestling Machine actually found a partner. Tune in next week to see who it is. But for tonight, Korede Himarida.